everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams coming in feeling good about how their last game went and want to continue with another win here today. It's the Falcons going up against the Packers.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And he knocks it through. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. A swing pass caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Eric Sauber, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here we go now. Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yards.
yardage. Okay.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Being chased, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go now. Over. No. Check, Patriots.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Set. Blue landed. No. Check, Patriots. Over.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Let's go. Good.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year. Tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Detroit! No. Check, Patriot! Green, 39! Green, 39!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Here we go. Leopard. Watch Detroit.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Slot man moves right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. A first half update now from Philadelphia. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch Leopard.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right there around the 35-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
All right, now look at 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, a 22.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deion Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On second down, McCaffrey. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. They'll look to set up his blockers. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Right there at the 43. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Left, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He'll drop to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down following the run. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They're going to try and throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Deion Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down now after the sack.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Detroit! Now let's go. Blue, land it. Blue.
Now they try the right side here. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now they'll run on the draw. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Back now at Lambeau. Second and just 1. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Now let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And to give this time to the tailback. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The slot man in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Let's go! 3-19!
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Set. Blue landing. Blue landing. Detroit. 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 Undercrush. 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 Detroit. Detroit.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Back there. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit. Over back there in that Philly. All right, now, lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Can't get away, and taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Falcons on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Look at 56. Here we go now. 56. Blue 90. Blue 90. 49. All right, now look at 56. Look at
out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get the first down here.